Good morning, students. Now this is your social study class. Students, today we are going to review the chapter The Coastal Plains and the Islands. Students, what are the coastal plains? The narrow stretches of the plains running along the coast of India are called coastal plains. So students, the India has a coastline of about 7,500 kilometers. The plain running along the coast of Arabian Sea is called the Western Coastal Plain, and the coast that's stretching along the Bay of Bengal is called Eastern Coastal Plain. Okay, so these two coastal plains meet together at Kanyakumari in the south. So student, turn the page. There are quite difference between two coastal plains. Now we will learn the difference, okay, between two coastal plains. That is, the eastern coastal plain are wider than the western coastal plains. Okay, the eastern coastal plain is straight, whereas the western coastal plain is irregular. And the third one, the eastern coastal plain, the area facing the Bay of Bengal often face the threat of storms and cyclones. Just we have experienced the Umphoon. Okay, just we have experienced the big cyclone. So students, come on to number 4. The eastern coastal plains are densely populated, whereas the western coastal plain are sparsely populated. The fifth one is the eastern coastal plain do not have natural harbor, whereas the western coastal plain has a number of natural harbor. Okay, these are the difference between two coastal plains. The western coastal plain of India lies between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. It lies between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. These plains are further divided into 3 parts. That is the Gujarat coast, the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. So the Gujarat coast, the western coastal plains are broadest in this section, stretching from the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Khambat. And the petroleum is drilled in Khambat and pumped to Koyali oil refinery. Baroda is the famous for petrochemical industry. Kandla is an important seaport of this region. And the Konkan coast. To the south of the Gulf of Khambat, the Narmada and the Tapi rivers entered the sea through their estuaries. Student, what is estuary? The tidal mouth of a large river, okay, where the tide meet to the stream or the river. So what is the estuary? The tidal mouth of a large river. That is estuaries. So further south, Mumbai is located, and it is the big industrial and commercial center of India. It is the largest, and this is also the Mumbai is the biggest port of India with a natural harbor. So, students, you have also learned about the Trombay. Have you heard about Trombay? Trombay is known for Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and the towers are called lighthouse. What is lighthouse? Lighthouses. You know what is lighthouses? Lighthouses, a tower with a powerful light guide. Okay, which warns the ship against rocks in the sea near the coast. Okay, this is lighthouse. Then are built to warn the ship against the rocks in the sea coast. Hidden rocks. Now come on to the Malabar coast. The Malabar coast stretches from Goa to Kanyakumari. This coast has typical features of sandbars and lagoons, or you can say backwaters. So what is a lagoon? Lagoon is a lake of salt that is separated from the sea by the reef of or often of a rock that is made up of rock. So the lagoon is a lake, salt lake. So you will find there backwaters. Also you can find these backwaters have connected by canals, and coconuts, banana trees are grown here near the lagoons, and rice spices are also grown here. Rubber tree are planted on hills foot and slopes. Okay, so the Malabar coast gets heavy rainfall also. Kochi is the most important seaport of this region. And come on to the eastern coastal plain. Eastern coastal plains refer to the wide stretch of landmass of India, lying between the Eastern Ghat and the Bay of Bengal. This stretches from Tamil Nadu in the south to West Bengal in the north. Their average width is 120 km. And the northern part of the plain is known as Northern Sircar, and the southern part of the plain is known as Coromandel coast. The deltas are very fertile, and it is also known as the rice bowl of India. Okay, rice is grown in abundance in the alluvial soil. What type of soil you will find here? Alluvial soil. Oilseed, sugarcane, jute are also grown here. The eastern coastal plain, the eastern coast has a few lagoons. And can you tell the examples? Can you tell me the example? Yes, the Chilka Lake, that is in Odisha. Most of you have visited there also. Yes. Now come on the divisions. We learned the divisions of the eastern coastal plains. So eastern coastal plains are broadly divided into three parts. That is Utkal Plains, Andhra Plains and Tamil Nadu Plains. Now, their most important feature is the Kaveri Delta, whose fertile soil and irrigation facilities make it a granary of South India. Just I have told you, it is also called the rice bowl of India. No, so this it is a granary of South India where rice is the major crop. Students, now we will learn about the islands of India. There are two major groups of islands in India. These are Andaman and Nicobar Island, and the second one is the Lakshadweep Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, there are the group of 293 islands in the Bay of Bengal, far away from the mainland of India. There are only the only active volcano in the India is located in Barren Island. Okay, the only active volcano is located in the Barren Island, and the climate of the islands can be defined as humid tropical coastal climate. The islands receive rainfall from the both southwest and the northwest monsoon. Okay, and this all about the Andaman and Nicobar. And one thing more, Indira Point in the Nicobar Island is the southernmost point of India. The southernmost point of mainland India is Kanyakumari. Okay, but the southernmost point of whole India, that is Indira Point. Okay, and it is located in the Nicobar Islands. Okay, is this clear? Now we will learn about Lakshadweep Islands. These are the groups of 36 islands situated in the Arabian Sea. 10 of these islands are inhabited. These are coral islands which have lagoons too. Okay, so you will read the chapter. So many informations are given as a no more. You will read that also. You will get the knowledge from there, amazing facts. Okay, now we have completed all the 6 chapters. We have given the revision of all 6 chapters that covers the chapter the physical features of India. Now we will start doing the exercises. From tomorrow we will start doing the exercises. Okay, we will revise the exercise, we will do the exercise and learn the exercises. Okay, so you will revise the chapter. The class ends here. Revise it. Stay safe. Goodbye.